Galatians chapter 6, look at verse 4. I want you to take this as a present word of God for you. But let each one examine his own work. Whose work? His own work. Let each one examine his own work, and then he will have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. For each one shall bear his own load. Now let him who is taught the word share in all good things with him who teaches. Notice verse 7. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever a man sows, that will he also reap. For he who sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption, but he who sows to the Spirit will of the Spirit reap everlasting life. And let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. You'll reap if you don't faint. Now, realize that he never would have even had to tell us that unless there was going to be a delay between the time of sowing and the time of reaping. It is during that waiting time that we become tempted to faint, to lose heart, to give up, to become frustrated, to become discouraged, that it will never happen. He already knew how we would respond. This is why you don't realize what a miracle it was of God when he told the children of Israel to walk around the walls of Jericho 7 times on that 7th day. They had already walked around one time for 6 days, and so now on the 7th day they are told to walk 7 times. They've already been around one time each day for 6 days, and now on the 7th day they're told to go around the thing for 7 times. Now anytime you've been around something 6 days and nothing happened, and then you go around on the 7th time, on the 7th day, the first time that you go, that's the 7th journey around and nothing happens, you start getting discouraged. Now, imagine this challenge that God says, I want you to just walk around this wall. I want you to just walk around it. One time each day for 6 days, and on the 7th day you walk around 7 times. Now imagine walking around on that first day. All of these folks, warriors, walking around, and the great challenge, they couldn't open their mouth. They couldn't open their mouth. Now that was a fight in and of itself. They couldn't open their mouth. You all know how certain people are. You know how it is if you take your children on a trip. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? To walk around for 6 days and you can't even open your mouth. Now you know they got hot, and you know that their feet started hurting, and they couldn't complain about the condition. God says, don't open your mouth. Don't you open your mouth. That was the real battle, was to endure situations and they couldn't open their mouth about it. You're talking about discipline and self-control. No wonder when they shouted,